Howdy y'all, thank you for joining us today for this unboxing of Mosaic. As you can see, this is a big old box, and you can see, I guess not really in comparison to this playmat, but if I grab a normal sized board game box, you can see not much wider, but you can definitely see a difference in width. So I'm expecting to see a lot of stuff in here. This is the Colossal edition with the all-in. You can see the playmat here, which wasn't quite as big as I thought, but if it works, it works. Hopefully, we'll see. But you can see where all the cards will go up here, and then you can see how they did the artwork for the land and the water with that mosaic look to it. Hence, trying to keep it all mosaic. So, anyways, so we'll take a look at that. And I'll go ahead and the first thing I'll show is something that is a little separate. And this is the player boards. And they are that dual layered to where stuff will sit down in here. Now, they're not super thick, but I mean, something this big would have been so hard to produce super thick as far as like money wise. But there are these nice, interesting dials down here, which I wasn't even aware was going to be part of it. I thought it was just going to be a thing here, but I'm assuming these are dials for all the different resources, which is pretty cool, actually. Or maybe that's just certain... Yeah, I'm going to say that's like food. Or maybe it's production. I don't know. We'll see. But you can see they got one for each color. They got the blue. They got the red. Green. Yellow. Well, it's definitely not for production because production says that here. So I'm going to assume that's just a way of keeping the resources. Black and purple. Alright, well let's delve into this big old monstrosity of a box. Well, I guess I could have shown the back of it. You can see here the back, and it's just the same board we're seeing there. You can just see it's already got some of those things there. Shows some of the stuff we're going to see inside of here, plastic bits and whatnot. And as you can see, this is a game for 1 to 6 players, ages 14 plus, with 120 minutes playtime. Well, we can focus a little bit more on what's inside the box itself. All right. So right off the bat here, you can see we got the book, which has got a how to play book, game overview, contents. And then we get to the setup. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8 pages for the rules. Of course, this is just a how to play. Then we got some appendixes here. Looks like 6 or 7 pages, 6 pages of appendices, and then strategy suggestions with an actions thing on the back. They both say how to play. I was just seeing if maybe I just went through the non-English one. They both look like they say English, so I'm not sure. And I'm assuming this is probably, oh, it says here, Solitaire Rules by David Turczi, I think is how you say his name. I'm not sure. I do love a lot of his solitaire games and some of the other games. I like the way they work. It's usually, I'm trying to think if I had one I did not like that he done. So, did not realize he did the solo, but that seems to be the thought and how to do it. Then we have some reference cards here Shows you costs there. The back being the leaders, in-game scoring. So I'm assuming like player aids. I mean, it looks like there's 3 of them. Then we're just going to get into a bunch of cardboard here. It looks like they punch pretty good, actually. It's nice. It's not super thick cardboard, but it's also not that thin cardboard, so it's an in-between. You can see some of those were wonders. And then we have civilization achievements here. And I believe these cardboard tiles will be replaced by plastic that should be in here. But it shows here we got the cities, farm towns, manufacturing towns, ports. Probably for each player. Yeah, but if like I said, this is the Colossal Edition, so it should have the plastic down in here to replace all this cardboard. And then we have hopefully something in here to replace all these resources. If not, I think I can replace most of these. I should have something for all of this stuff, actually. Even books. And then, of course, money, which I believe there's a Kickstarter for the expansion up right now for Mosaic, where you can also get a hold of this if you want it. And I believe it mentions metal coins in there, so they may not be in this one. But we will see. You can see a lot of cardboard here. So yay, I get to do a lot of punching. I'll just take it up to the shop, and if they're interested in playing, let them do the punching, since I hate doing all the cardboard punch outs. But there you go. And I'm assuming these are the, I guess will be like workers to an extent. And I believe there's plastic for those too. Then of course we have the board here, which should just look like the playmat. I know I'm zoomed way in, but I was just seeing, yeah, it's the same size. So 4 fold out should be the same size. These look like the same boards I have already, just smaller versions. Where it's just got these single tracks, whereas the other one had a little bit bigger tracks, I believe. And then we got another dual layer board here. You can see here, it's got the achievements, Golden Age and Wonders. This is probably the victory point track, or I believe it's called Influence in here or something. We have the score sheet. Stack of those. Yep, and then we got some bits in here to replace the cardboard. I can already see, I mean, it's wooden bits, but if I enjoy the game enough, I'll just go ahead and replace like this. And replace the wheat. But really don't feel like I need to. It's got stuff in here. But sometimes just having the Stonemaier bits are just kind of cool. There's the stone. And you can see bag of scrolls. Some books. I'm going to assume just 5s of the stone, because it looks like 5 stone. We got some fish. And then just a bag of wooden, multicolored, or all the colors in cubes. Oh, we do got metal coins in here. Cool. I just thought it was strange. I've never seen on the Kickstarter, it just mentioned about coins. I was like, okay. Thought we already had metal coins. But I'm assuming the first player marker. And it's nice and chunky. I mean, I have kind of small hands, but it's pretty big first player marker. Definitely see that across the board. And then we got some plastic here, which I'll give a closer look at. Looks like some ziggurat. Maybe the Colosseum, I'm assuming. Or not the Colosseum. That would be Stonehenge, huh? This is probably the Colosseum. Hey. And then definitely probably get these painted up. But it looks like all the same wonders you would expect to see in any Civ building game. All right. Where to go next? I was about to do these. We'll take a closer look at these. It says leaders on them. I'm assuming they're the leaders you play. We'll take a closer look at those. Along with, looks like we got several packs of cards to look at here. More cards. And then just trays. I'm just going to see. Yep, there's all the plastic. So we got big old trays where we saw where the cards can go. Looks like more trays with lids, probably for the resources. And then probably the player pieces for each character or each player or color. Just seeing if there was anything under it. I'm going to open all these. Let's do one of these. We'll take a closer look at. So we'll do purple. Oh, I can get it out. There we go. All right, yeah, let's take a closer look at the player pieces and the cards. Okay, I think I got everything all separated out here. I got the coins. I think I found all the different player pieces. We'll take a look at those. And then all the cards. So right off the bat here, we have the leaders here. And I'll see if I got some sleeves at the shop that'll fit these, but they are pretty large. I think they're even bigger than the oversized, so I'll have to see what I got. But those are the leaders. Then we have, they say tax and tariff. And I'm assuming, because they all look a lot alike, so it looks like they just basically, some of those may come down. Then we have another stack says build here. Looks like farm towns, manufacturing towns, architectural city, capital city, farming city, garrison city. So looks like this is how you put your cities down. And then they got some special ones here. Hospital, public baths. All right. Then we have another deck called Population. Looks like it's just, only I'm really seeing different here is you pay a certain amount to grow your population, it looks like. And then there were two smaller decks, and they had the, I'm sure I'll butcher it, but the Herobotus Action and Herobotus Location. So I'm assuming this is the bot. And just let you know there what action it does, and here what location. Cool. And then the biggest deck, which actually is, ironically, if you take all the other cards, the same size, the technologies. And we'll just kind of flip through all these. But I mean, it should be all the, if you play in a sim building game, you see all about the same technologies. And this is just showing you, from what it looks like to me, just looking at these cards, I'm getting kind of a terraforming Mars. Oh my goodness, why can I not think of those tag vibe? So it makes me think that this is going to do something similar where you're going to be getting these tags and like you maybe need certain tags in order to be able to use these, I'm thinking. Which we have seen other games use it, like Ark Nova. So probably wouldn't be too far-fetched to see another game using the same type of thing there. Now, it'll be interesting is if this is just all mixed up or if they're supposed to have a certain age. But man, as you can see, a ton of technologies here. But I guess so that each person's unique. All right. And then with the coins, we got 4 denominations. We got the 1 here, which there's about 20 or so of these, maybe 30, 20 or 30 of them. And about the same number of these 5s, it looked like. And then we have the 10 here. And then the 20. And then the last thing to look at is just the plastic bits, which I noticed we have the artillery. I was thinking, okay, we should have an artillery one. So we got some siegecraft / artillery probably here. And then, oh, as I throw the cavalry around. And then the infantry. And then I noticed on the Explorer that there was a regular one and a larger one. And I don't know. And there were several of them, a couple of these actually. So, and then we just got the different types of cities. And just kind of show them there. But you can see the different types of cities. I'm assuming some type of market, probably a farm, probably a walled city. A fortress city, and probably a port. Hopefully you can get a good look at those. But yeah, looks cool. Definitely want to get it to the table. And like I said, if you find yourself interested in it, maybe check it out. There is a Kickstarter right now, I noticed, with the expansion. And I think you can get, this was the Colossal edition. I believe the regular edition is called the Sphinx or something like that. But cool. Well, we'll get it to the table. Check it out. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.